to make some comments about let's say guy. In this approach, I make some naive comments about artists that I discover. I don't know very well what they do, but it attracts my attention, and they are very tolerant, so they accept me to make some comments about their work. So I have the pleasure now to try to make some interaction, some interrogation about the work of Lesley. And first, I was wondering, but why does she do only some line in black color? Because it's already very sadly about people who die, and maybe she wanted to have a humoristic or interrogative action, but she doesn't use that much of color, just in very little red part here, and also some fluorescent here, but unfortunately, I don't know, fortunately, but I was wondering why it is maybe so dark and very geometrical, very abstract. It's abstract, but it's also like some discussion between the line, on the space, on the images. I wonder when one day maybe she will go out of the pictures and start some line maybe further than the picture, and try to make some other interaction between the texts. But maybe it's just because I'm always thinking about texts. And she makes some links also, we notice the links, but so there are many different approaches. Sometimes it's just some line on the people, sometimes it goes around the people, it's make connection between the surrounding and the people. So when we take sometimes we find some very various approach, in fact, on the way she draw line on those pictures. But what we can say for French people, maybe French people, it's going to be hard for them to understand, because maybe they are not, if they only have this page, maybe they won't understand that it is died people, because obituaries is very difficult for French people to understand. So I think they really need an explanation somewhere to help them to go inside of the approach and discover really the meaning of the line, and why the choice of the person on the newspaper. And she's got another interesting work here about the consumerism. So this is also a very formal work, in fact, because we just have some pizza. What we saw, we go in front, okay, she drew pizza. Why does she draw pizza? But maybe, I don't know if the public is allowed to do that, but if he's allowed to do that, he can just have a look and then discover that maybe no, she doesn't draw the pizza, but she only put it into relief, and maybe she only put some color on some part of the picture to underline the pizza. So seeing that, my question and my wonder is, why don't she stimulate the public for them to interact on it and to open and discover another dimension of their work? Because at present time, what I see is only one dimension. I see only pictures. Maybe consumerism, we can think about the consumerism on the pizza, but I think it's far more interesting than that when we saw what she used, what's the inside, and the process also of collecting what she received on her home and what aggress her. I think it's very interesting. And there is a dialogue here. I think maybe we can think about a dialogue between the black and white and the colorful part also. So a work which has to be, in fact, we have to go inside of her work and discover it little by little and take care of all the detail, all the nuance that there is on the sky, on the geometry, because it's very regular, it's very precise work, very also on frame. We see that there is a frame of the picture, she stays in the frame, so very pictorial approach of her work. So I think it's very exigeant. I don't know the English for this one at present time, but it's really very precise. We saw that in the presentation also, with all those places clearly defined to put the newspaper. Also the fragility of the life that has an echo with the fragility of the newspaper also. It's clearly not a very long-lasting material, so we have to take care of this as we should take care of the people who died before they died. So all those elements are not so easy to discover, but I think that in those words we have to maybe have some explanation, or maybe thanks to the artist which is present here, thank you Lesley, we have the possibility to enter into a work on have this quite original or interesting aspect. So please consult the Lesley Guy website to learn more about her, and I'm sure it works. Thank you.